Hi! Welcome to this part of my guide and review featuring Luxus's guide to Kitsadria. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this species for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition that are shape-shifting fox-like humanoids, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about the player's options. We are going to start with the subclasses, featuring the Barbarian and the Bard. Let's take a look at the Barbarian subclasses first. We have the Slight Skirmisher. Most barbarians rely on brute force and lose themselves in the primal rage that drives them. Slight Skirmishers don't shy away from their brutality, but have trained themselves to be proficient with more precise weapons. They do not aim to undermine their own rage. Rather, when in a frenzy, they allow their training to intuitively guide their actions and trust the two skill sets will work in tandem. You have features such as flow state. While in a rage, you can sharpen your instincts and let your training guide you without thought. You gain advantage on dexterity checks, and your rage damage can be applied to all thrown weapons and any melee weapon that uses your dexterity. These weapons can also gain advantage through your reckless attack feature. The first time you hit with a dexterity-based weapon on each turn, you may roll one of its weapon damage dice again and add it to the damage roll. You also have Furious Pinpoint Strikes. When you take the attack action, you may make one extra weapon attack as long as all of your weapon attacks from that action are made using weapons that can use your dexterity for attack and damage rolls. You also have Heightened Senses. While you are raging, you can take a second reaction each round, but both cannot be in response to the same trigger. Then you have the Wild Wander subclass. Attuned to the natural elements and at peace with them, the Wild Wander barbarians are empowered by arcane energies they don't fully understand. They command natural magic as if it was second nature, causing the elements to heed their call and spring to life in response. Even while raging, their innate connection with nature allows this power to spring forth. So you can cast a number of spells similar to the druid, not as a full-time spellcaster but still pretty powerful. You have features such as Reckless Caster. Spell attacks you make as part of your druid spells can benefit from your reckless attack feature. When you cast a druid spell while raging, your rage does not end early on your next turn. You also have Primal Duplicity. When you take the attack action, you can replace one of your weapon attacks with casting a druid spell that has a casting time of one action. Next we have the Bard subclasses. You have the College of Adventure. Bards of the College of Adventure focus on the fantastic set pieces and adventurous individuals who start in most legends and heroic tales. They sing of the moments a hero crosses blades with their greatest enemy and revel in the artistry of combat. Their expertise on the matter leads them to proficiency in martial combat, and they use their knowledge to join in the fray as a martial combatant themselves. You have features such as Leap of Faith. When you or a creature within a certain distance of you makes any roll that would normally be able to benefit from your bardic inspiration, but they do not have any, you may choose to use your reaction to spend one use of your bardic inspiration to roll your bardic inspiration die and add it to the result of their roll. You must choose to do so before the roll is made. You also have Victory March. When you give a creature a bardic inspiration, they can choose one of the following: ability checks, saving throws, or attack rolls. Until they choose to use your bardic inspiration, they roll 1d4 and add it to the result of each roll of the chosen type they make. When they do finally use the bardic inspiration, if the bardic inspiration die result is half its highest possible value or less, they may roll 1d4 and add it to the result as well. Then we have the College of Tradition. Bards of this college gather information on stories and lessons handed down within communities and try to discern their meaning. They find the kernel of truth within them that is most useful and play up the moral it is trying to pass on. By accumulating various anecdotes and stories like this, they learn how people perform different tasks, see the world, live their lives, and otherwise interact with one another. A bard from the College of Tradition can be a helpful member of any operation as long as they know a bit about what they are talking about, since they are powerful improvisers that can quickly instruct and educate others on how to perform tasks they are familiar with. You have features such as Expert Example. When a creature benefiting from your bardic inspiration makes an attack roll, saving throw, or skill check using a weapon, save, or skill you are proficient with, they may add your proficiency bonus to the result of the bardic inspiration die if they choose to use it. If they are already adding their proficiency bonus to it a second time by a feature such as Expertise, they add half your proficiency bonus rounded down instead. You also have Tale of Guidance. As an action, you can use your instrument to perform an inspiring tale that benefits those around you, speaking anecdotally of a similar situation and how to overcome it. You can choose a number of creatures within 30 feet of you, and of a number up to your proficiency bonus. The next time within 1 minute that those creatures make an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check, they do so with advantage. If you use this feature again before they do, the effect ends for them immediately. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part, we are going to take a look at the Cleric and the Druid. When it comes to these four subclasses of the two classes, the Slight Skirmisher is perfect for a dexterous barbarian. I think this is going to be especially useful if your barbarian is smaller than the average barbarian. When it comes to the Wild Wonder, this is a great barbarian-druid hybrid. It is great for parties with very few spellcasters. That way you can support the group with your spells, albeit in a limited fashion. Now, in the case of the bardic colleges, the College of Adventure is perfect when you don't have too many combatants, and I think it's also great for smaller groups, perhaps 2, 3, or 4 player characters. But the College of Tradition, because you have that focus or ability to enhance the power of several party members at the same time, especially when it comes to utility and support in general, I think this College of Tradition will truly shine in larger groups of perhaps 5 to 6 player characters. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.